Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Michael Gales, Mike the Property Tax Guy. Now, a lot of people do not know about escrow analysis when it comes down to your mortgage, when it comes down to your property taxes and insurance. Can this be lowered? Am I paying too much? Am I paying too less? What can I do next? But look, I'm not going to talk too much. Let's just get straight into it.
Paid $10,000 in home property taxes about 6 months ago just to find out that my escrow company was already paying my monthly taxes. So here's an update as to what happened to that money. I was silly enough to not know when I was making my mortgage payment every single month, escrow company was paying my property taxes for a small amount of money every single month. What I also didn't know is that the property taxes company sends you a bill at the end of the year, even if the escrow company is paying that money for you. Last year, at the end of the year, I got a bill for $10,000 for home property taxes, and I thought to myself, let me just get this over with, let me pay this money, and just get it out of the way. Talked about it here on TikTok. A lot of you guys were like, are you sure you're supposed to be paying that money? Because a lot of escrow companies actually pay it month to month. And I thought to myself, wow, my monthly payment is already really expensive, and on top of that, I have to pay $10,000 every year. Like, home ownership is really pricey. You guys actually helped me figure out that I wasn't supposed to pay those $10,000 and that I just paid double for that year. Here's the update that everybody's been looking for. I received a check from my escrow company a couple of days ago that sent me the extra money that was in my escrow account. And what that basically means is that my escrow account is paying my monthly property taxes every month, and that money that I sent 6 months ago was money that they didn't need from me.
So, what I'm hearing too at the same time too is what someone didn't tell her and someone didn't let her know, whether it be the realtor, the lender when she bought the home, whatever. But when you have that escrow, like she just said it, like she know it. No use to beating the dead horse, right? So your escrow is being paid. Your escrow is paying your property taxes, your insurance, hazard insurance, look, all of that. So when you're paying, you actually can set it up with the mortgage company so that you don't pay your property taxes through them, but you can pay it yourself. Now, some people do that. I don't necessarily advise on that unless you pay the house off. You don't got to worry about going through the mortgage company, right? But if you're paying your own property taxes, that's the best thing to do. But I recommend how she is doing it. Like as far as how the way she was supposed to do it, right? By just going through the escrow and not worrying about it and then overpaying. Because sometimes if you overpay, like yeah, they're going to give you your money back, like in this case, but you don't want to go through the rigmarole of them saying, well, like, and you got some corrupt cities and some corrupt governments out here. Not all of them, but you got some that's a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be careful of what you do and what you're paying. So, but I understand the fear of losing out on a home because there's so many people that lose their house, especially when you're a first time home buyer. There's a lot of people that lose their house because because of property taxes. They didn't pay it on time, and then it's get back and goes into deferment, delinquent, and then it's at the auction, whether it be a condo, a townhome, single family house, whatever. Like these things happen, right? So I understand the fear behind it, but just make sure next time whoever's listening to this, with your escrow, that your property tax is being paid through that, your insurance is being paid through that, you're paying your mortgage, principal, interest, all that's being paid, so you don't have to worry about that.
The one mistake I made as a first-time homebuyer was not fully understanding escrow. My first year, I actually got an escrow refund of like, I want to say about $1,200. If I knew then what I knew now, I would have deposited that escrow refund right back into my escrow fund, but I didn't do that. So now, fast forward 2 years after that, I have an escrow shortage. That means that my mortgage payment is going up by $495.03 starting July 1st. I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
So y'all first-time home buyers, be smart with that refund. If you get it, put it back into that account because it probably will catch up to you at some point, and it sucks when you're paying a certain amount and then it goes up by $500 next month. That is crazy.
It is not free money. That refund check that comes back. Now, look, if you got it like that, you got some money, you balling, you all right. That money come back to you, want to do what you want to do with it. But I'm telling you, you do not want to do that because your taxes is going to go up. Your insurance is going to go up. Even if you shop around for insurance, which is the best thing to do, or if you stick to the property taxes and your property taxes go up, they fluctuate. A lot of times they're always going to go up though. Most of the time they're going to go up, right? Rarely do they come down based that's only of the condition of your house. gets worse or anything like that happens, right? But the thing is that you have to be smart when it comes down to these escrow checks. Always know what's going on. If you get the refund check, put it in there. Even if you don't get a refund check, a lot of times, like for example, my escrow went up a couple of $100 too as well. And the thing about it is, you get your refund check, you put it in there, or even if you're paying your mortgage monthly, like your regular monthly mortgage, put a little bit of extra in it if you have it. If you have the need to put more money inside of your escrow, do it. I always recommend to do that, because if you don't do that, you're going to run into situations like this, because the property value is going to go up. The economy is going to get more higher, expensive. I mean, inflation rate is going higher. I mean, these are things that's going to happen. So you don't want to be in a situation of where you're worrying about the upkeep of your home and losing your home. You don't want to worry about that. You want to live comfortably. Comfortably. Comfort is the main concept of what I want everyone to understand. So we all make first time home buyers mistakes. I did as well. I'm pretty sure a lot of you did too as well. But these are the things that you go through as a first time home buyer. It's mistakes. We all get through it. We're gonna be all right.
You guys wanna know how much I owe? The projected shortage amount for this year is $5,788.75. Follow me for more homeowner tips. Watch this whole video.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna drop the link in the description below if you guys want to check that out some more. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm Michael Gale. It's Mike the Property Tax Guy. Be blessed. Have a great day.